Cat 5-Minute Bedtime Stories by Kimberly and James Dean. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pete the cat checks out the library on page 113, 113. Page number 27, 45, 57, 64, 83, 97, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113. Pete the cat checks out the library. Information. Pete's mom is taking him to the library for the first time. Hi, Pete greets the librarian. I'm looking for the perfect bedtime story. The librarian smiles. I think I can help you with that, she says. But first, you're going to need a library card. Cool, Pete says. My own card? That's right, says the librarian, just for you. Now, how about we find you that book? The librarian takes Pete to her favorite room. There are lots of Pete-sized chairs and tables and shelves. There is a fun art on the walls, and there are more books than Pete has ever seen in one place. What do I do now? He asks. Now you try to find something you like, the librarian says. You can bring home any book in here. When you're ready, just bring the books you like to me, and I'll help you check them out. Pete goes over to a shelf and chooses a book about jets. He reads it and pretends he's a stunt pilot. He flies a super fast jet and does a loop-the-loop high in the sky. Whee! Pete shouts. Next, Pete picks a book with a wizard and a unicorn on the cover. Pete pretends to be a wizard. He helps the brave knights fight off an evil dragon and goes for a ride on a unicorn. Pete practices his wizard spells. Take that, he cries, shooting a blast of magic at the dragon. Pete's next book is about bugs. He pretends to be a scientist, studying spiders and ants. Pete looks through his microscope at the microscopic world around him. He has never seen anything so cool before. He wonders what great discoveries he'd make as a scientist. Pete picks up a book of monster stories. He imagines himself facing off against the big bad wolf. Pete does not like that story. He quickly puts the book down, Reading that at bedtime would give him bad dreams. Pete's next book is about Egypt. He reads all about the pyramids and imagines himself discovering a long-lost pharaoh. Pete rides his camel across the desert and climbs to the top of the tallest pyramid. He even takes a ride aboard the Sphinx. Pete thinks being an explorer would be a great adventure. Pete picks a book with a robot on the cover. He imagines that he is a robot. Bleep, bloop, bleep, Pete says. He moves his arms and legs like a robot. They make a funny whizzing sound as he glides across the room. Pete begins to dance. It is a robot dance party. Next, Pete reads about superheroes. He imagines flying around the city in a cape, chasing bad guys and saving the day. All of Pete's friends cheer for him. Thank you, Pete says. But it's all in a day's work. Super Pete to the rescue. Pete chooses a book about the ocean. He imagines himself on a submarine learning about marine life. He sees whales and octopuses and dolphins. Watch out for that fish, Pete calls as a fish swims by. The world under the ocean is amazing. Pete is glad to have learned more about it. So, says the librarian, interrupting Pete's fantasy, did you pick one? Pete shakes his head. No, he says, I picked them all. Pete's mom smiles. Tonight is going to be one long bedtime. Good night, everyone. I'll see you in the next story.